Alright, I saw this list, I had to stop eating, I had to do a video. This list is all kind of fucked up. Alright, I'm gonna rearrange this top 10 pound for pound UFC list. These aren't necessarily my top 10 pound for pound fighters, but I'm gonna take their list and make it a proper list because it's all out of order. Okay. Number 10 should be Bisping. In my opinion, he lost the fight to Dan Henderson. No other way to say it, he's the worst champion in the UFC. Got lucky against Rockhold. Rockhold's in there playing around on his bum knee. He got knocked out. Bisping got the belt, and then he wanted to fight 13th ranked guy. And in my opinion, he lost that fight. I expect him to get demolished by Yoel Romero very soon. Alright. Number 9, Tyron Woodley. Woodley got the first round knockout against Lawler. He went to a draw with Wonder Boy. He's got a few losses on his record. And if he would have finished Wonder Boy, he probably would have been a little higher. But since he got the draw, I'm putting him at number 9. Number 8, Stipe Miocic. Okay, I'm elevating him over Woodley because he got, like Woodley, he got a first round knockout to win the belt. And he finished Overeem when he fought Overeem in his first title defense. Okay. And he only has one loss on his record as opposed to Tyron Woodley. So I'm putting him at number 8. Okay. Number 7, Jose Aldo. Okay. It got kind of tricky in the 7 and 6 range. But let me get rid of the screensaver. But I put Aldo at 7 because despite his embarrassing loss to McGregor, he had a hell of a comeback against Frankie Edgar. He dusted him 4 rounds to 1. And that win alone puts him back in the top 10 pound for pound. And I would put him at number 7 between all these fighters. Okay. Plus you got to factor in the great run he had before. But as far as lately, just that big time win over Frankie Edgar, who was on a big streak, does a lot for him, puts him back in the top 10. Alright, number 6, Conor McGregor. Okay, McGregor, he can't be as high as number 2 because not too long ago we saw him tapping out to Nate Diaz. Then in the rematch, he had a war with Nate Diaz. He didn't easily put him away. 5-round fight, he won 3 rounds to 2. He dusted Eddie Alvarez. That was a big time win. But the loss to Diaz does matter. And he did not defeat him in a dominant fashion in the rematch. Okay? And of course he is elevated above Aldo because he finished Aldo in 13 seconds. So I'm putting him at number 6. Alright. Number 5, Joanna Jacek. Okay. I thought she lost the first fight to Claudia Gadelha. But she redeemed herself in the rematch. She won that, and she's been on the streak ever since she beat Gadelha the first time. She won the title in dominant fashion against Carla Esparza, and she's been on a big time roll ever since. So she is one of the most dominant fighters on this list. And because of her run, I'm putting her at number 5. Alright. No losses in the UFC. Number 4 is correct on this list, Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier was undefeated until he fought John Jones. That's his only setback. Other than that, he's been top tier fighter throughout his career. Definitely one of the best in the sport. So we got to show him some respect. He's number 4. Also undefeated at heavyweight. I mean, hell of a fighter. Number 3, Dominic Cruz. Correct on this list. Dominic Cruz only lost to Uriah Faber, and that was years ago. The man's been on a hell of a run ever since. Was off for years, came back, won a title in his first fight. And he had a great defense against Faber earlier this year. Guy's on a hell of a run. Great fighter. Alright. Number 2. Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. Now, if it was just a male list, he'd be number 1. But because the females are included, he is not number 1. He's number 2. Again, hell of a run. Best male fighter going today. With John Jones being out, he is without a doubt the best male fighter, most dominant male fighter going today. I mean, just unbelievable technique, speed. I mean, what can I say? The guy's doing it all on a hell of a run. Alright. And number 1, pound for pound. On this list, if you're including the women, it's without a doubt Chris Cyborg. Number 1 pound for pound fighter on this list. How can she be number 10? Okay. When this woman only lost 1 fight, which was her first fight in her career, which was years ago, before I even saw or heard of her. First time I saw her, she destroyed Gina Carano in 1 round. And ever since then, she's been destroying any and everybody in her way. I mean, just wiping up the competition. Whether it was in Strikeforce, Invicta, the UFC. This is the most dominant fighter, the most destructive fighter in all of MMA. There's no doubt about it. She finishes girls in usually 1 round. If you can get out the first round with her, you've done something special. I mean, she hits people and they crumble. So if you're including the women in the pound for pound, on this list, the fighters listed on this list, the best number 1 pound for pound is Chris Cyborg. So again, number 10, Bisping. Number 9, Woodley. Number 8, Stipe. Number 7, Jose Aldo. Number 6, Conor McGregor. Number 5, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Number 4, Daniel Cormier. Number 3, Dominic Cruz. Number 2, Demetrius Johnson. And number 1, Chris Cyborg. That is a proper pound for pound list. Let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching.